In this explainer, we're diving into a genuine innovation in pipe fitting technology from the German engineering firm Armare-Tec. So get ready, because we're about to look at a product that completely rethinks a really fundamental piece of our infrastructure.
You know, if you've ever worked in utilities or construction or plant engineering, this question is something you deal with every single day. A complex setup like this one, well, it takes a ton of time, a lot of precision, and frankly, a whole lot of patience. But what if it didn't have to be this way? And this is the reason why. For decades, traditional pipe fittings with what looks like a forest of threaded rods have been the industry standard. But as anyone who's ever had to install one knows, they have some pretty major drawbacks. They're heavy, they're rigid, and they are painfully slow to put together on site. Okay, so let's check out a patented solution that was designed to fix these exact problems. Armare-Tec has come up with a fitting that pretty much turns that old method completely on its head. And here it is. This is the Flex Pass. It's a flexible fitting and dismantling joint that, and I love this phrase, was engineered from practice for practice. The whole idea behind it really just boils down to those three words you see right there: simple, fast, and secure. So here's the secret sauce. This is its most revolutionary feature and the key to its efficiency. It completely gets rid of those long, awkward threaded rods. This one change, this is the central innovation that makes everything else possible. It's a total departure from the old way of thinking. All right, so let's do a little side-by-side. We're gonna put the Flex Pass head-to-head with the conventional designs, and you're about to see that the difference is, well, it's like night and day. I mean, this slide really says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got that cluttered, bolt-heavy design that we're all so used to wrestling with. And on the right, the Flex Pass. It's clean, it's efficient, and it looks remarkably simple. It's the perfect story of complexity versus pure elegance. So the big takeaway here is that we're talking about a fundamental improvement in every single category. Installation goes from being a complex and slow process to something simple and fast. The old rigidity is replaced with flexibility and adjustability. And, most importantly, those threaded rods, they're just gone. So, what does this all add up to in the real world? Well, it leads to the one thing that matters most to any project manager or on-site engineer: a massive reduction in installation time. And of course, that means lower project costs and a much safer work environment for everyone involved. Okay, so let's unpack this innovation a little bit more. We're gonna dig into the specific features that make this system so incredibly versatile and adaptable for a huge range of jobs. So the system comes in two main models. You've got the Tito on the left, which uses a really well-proven Titan-style seal. And on the right is the Bow 2 model, which uses a socket with an O-ring seal. Either way, they're both engineered to give you a totally secure, void-free connection. Now this is where it gets really clever. This is not a rigid connection. The Flex Pass has flexibility built right in, which allows for on-site adjustments, and you can even angle it up to 3 degrees. For any engineer who's ever dealt with pipes that don't line up perfectly, you know that this is an absolute lifesaver. And that versatility isn't just about how it connects, it's also about what can flow through it. This system isn't just built for today's infrastructure, it's designed for tomorrow's. It's fully compatible with systems for water, wastewater, district heating, gas, and it's even ready for forward-looking stuff like hydrogen transport. The system is also incredibly scalable. I mean, just look at this table. It's available in nominal sizes from a small DN50 all the way up to a massive DN2000. And with pressure ratings up to PN100, there's a Flex Pass fitting for pretty much any project you can imagine, big or small. And of course, it's built to last. You can get these fittings in high-grade V2A or V4A stainless steel. And you have options for a glass bead blasted finish or even a protective epoxy coating, which makes them tough enough for really harsh environments, like being buried directly underground. But wait, the innovation doesn't actually stop with the fitting itself. To make the system even more efficient, Armare-Tec developed another component that integrates perfectly with the Flex Pass. Meet the Flex RSV Stop Silent. This is a high-performance cone check valve, and it's designed to be built directly into the Flex PAS fitting. So instead of 2 separate pieces you have to connect, you get one single seamless unit for flow control. And putting these two together creates this incredibly compact, space-saving unit. It's perfect for new projects, but it's also great for retrofits, because you know it's always going to fit. And on top of that, it delivers excellent hydraulic performance with very little pressure loss. So when you put this all together, the key takeaway is this. The Flex Pass isn't just another product on the shelf. It represents a completely new benchmark for efficiency, safety, and just plain smart design in the world of pipe fittings.
You know, the designers at Armare-Tec have a great line for this. They say the comparison is almost beyond compare. And when you look at the evidence, you realize this isn't just a small improvement, it's a massive leap forward in the technology.
All right, so let's just quickly recap the core advantages here. First, and this is a big one, you get faster and safer work on site. Second, you get a level of flexibility and adjustability that's just a game changer for dealing with real-world conditions. And finally, it's a versatile, future-proof product that's backed by world-class German engineering.
Which really just brings us to one final thought, doesn't it? As the demands on our infrastructure evolve, and as efficiency becomes more critical than ever before, is sticking with the old, rigid way of doing things really preparing your projects for the flexible future that's coming?